Hey fast fellas, SpeeDMan here, and welcome to this episode of playing as Vercingetorix. So a quick overview once again of the abilities here that are relevant, particularly for this episode, as mainly the Gallic Confederation, and then just a little bit more work that we'll be doing with the Hallstatt culture. So, speaking of which, we're a few turns away from getting this particular city started all the way up north. Basically what it'll do is any mineable resource, so things like iron, or salt, or other luxuries of that similar type. What'll happen is if you settle a city on that, that'll actually be something that you can get value for all the surrounding tiles.
Money.
So for example, if that is a salt tile, that's going to give us 1 food, 1 gold, and that will apply that bonus to all 6 tiles, including, and very much importantly, including coastlines. Actually, that works out. That'll get there at a good time. We just need to go over here, settle new city, there we go. Also get ourselves a pretty good amount of era score, so that's going to bring us a little bit closer to the minimum. We can also get ourselves closer to a golden age, so this early on, getting closer to that is going to be very, very helpful. What we also want to do in the meantime is consider going ahead and just getting astrology, just so we have access to a holy site. I want us to get a couple holy sites up and running, just so that way we can consider getting a potential religion. There is the potential for us to get that, and so that could be a very large benefit. Religious unity. Again, we're going to just really double down. Look at that. Almighty crap is the true path of salvation. Yes, it is. May the crab gods be happy. Because that got the encampment done a little bit early, that's actually really nice for us. Now we can get great general points a little bit more, so that'll help us. Say right now barracks would be better.
From the height of these pyramids,
There's the pyramids, which is fantastic because that is giving us a big benefit. Yeah, so because we just got a 4-charge builder for free and all of our builders have an additional charge, meaning they're at minimum a 4-charge builder. It's going to be very nice for us. Just puts us in a really good position because now we can actually like build our position just a little bit more. With this military, we could technically go for that city here. It's a small city, but it could actually work. Doing that as like a first little attack here, securing the area, setting up another city eventually. Those are things we could do. Let that stuff heal up. I am 1 turn away from getting walls, so at least the city will be pretty safe against them, so I'm fine with that. I will have to consider getting something like this set up around here so I can do some damage. The long term, that'll be a position I need to work with. That'll protect this whole area just a pretty good amount. Well, they're not going to be able to take that city anyways. What we can do, though, is consider buying something pretty solid. I may even consider buying a swordsman since it's so cheap. Yeah, I can mess up those units pretty easily, so I'd rather get that now. I'm not going to waste time or mess around with it. I need to get that done. I want to try to skip promoting them to a swordsman to just go directly into a man-at-arms. That's why I'm saving a little bit more gold, just so that way I have that ready to go. I can do something very cheeky here. With the 1 envoy that we have, he loses Susan to you. So he is no longer a threat with that part of it, so I don't have to worry about target once again. And plus now I actually can control target properly. That'll be perfect. 1 turn away from apprenticeship, so we're immediately at that point going to take an upgrade for man-at-arms. What I might do now is go ahead and take mercenaries and see if the cost is going to be really bad for us. I'll just wait a few more turns so that way I can get the professional army and make those upgrades so that way it'll be a little bit cheaper. So I'll leave these guys a little bit out of the action. It's not going to be too bad if we do it that way. It's fine. I am going to bring these units back because I do want to go ahead and now get things kind of moved over. I want to bait them over. Since I have this extra unit here, just kind of pulling our attack back just a little bit. Just going to play it a little safe. Not too risky, but also try to see if I can bait them into a bad spot and then take them out. So that'll be hopefully something we can get a nice advantage from. We are exploring new land, so we are finding out more about what's around us. Still plenty of time until the next era, and we've already confirmed ourselves another golden age, so we are looking pretty good.
We're all apprentices in a craft.
Alright, so let's see what the cost is going to be. That is going to be 210. I can afford that, barely. But those 2 units would very well... Yeah, you know, I'm going to wait just a little longer. I'm going to wait a little longer. I'm going to take that off, and then we're going to put on Professional Army. That's a fantastic card for what we need, for many, many reasons. First being this right here. 105 gold, 105 gold, and you can see here we could do some hefty damage with these units. And the good thing is we have 3 city-states of suzerainty. That is a big bonus. That's a massive advantage, because that's going to give us an additional 3 combat strength on top of the combat strength that we're getting. So that is going to be making them just even better. So we can see here, look at this damage output. That's a big, big bonus. So that'll help. And I realize I missed something up there. Who is Hammurabi? You know what? First impressions are important. I don't mind buying a settler here, because I am actually going to make my way over here. I want to get a city here, because if I can get a city first, this position is going to be really nice, because then I can actually make a couple upgrades here. Got things kind of dialed in a little bit, so I'm happy to do that. It's going to take a little time, but that's fine. And he's unfriendly. Oh man, come on. You gotta be unfriendly.
I cannot imagine any
Now that we have access to that, we can actually cross the waters here. So we can get all the way over here and make our way over. We'll capture that city. That'll be a good first capture. And then what we'll do is, in the meantime, we'll get set up with another city here. That'll expand our efforts and give these guys a little bit more experience as well. Try to get them to level 2. If I can get them to level 2, that's going to be really, really good. We'll bring these 2 there and there. These 3 can go here, here, and here, all attack. I'll weaken the walls a little bit. And not to worry about the loyalty issue. We're going to go ahead and just bring Victor all the way over. Instantly mix that positive loyalty, not a problem at all. What we will do, though, is we will consider some pretty nice spots, though. I would say there in the far area here could be really good for a solid oppidum. If we want to get some production going in the city. That's a nice little option for us to consider as well. That is a lot of damage, so the way we're going to do this is you're going to go here, you're going to go here, you're going to go here. Attack, attack, attack. Okay, so we've got ourselves a nice setup here for the dedication. I think there are a couple of really, really nice options. Pixant Draconis is a semi-okay option, but the good one is right here, Monumentality. Just continue building our infrastructure up. Just getting a few more settlers here and there while we can. Again, everything's going to be cheaper. Builders and settlers are 30% cheaper to purchase with faith and gold. So that is a very, very good mid-game option for us. That is going to supplement our position nicely, especially once we get this holy site up and running. This is a +4 holy site, so it'll actually help us pretty significantly. This position here is going to be a pretty much solid winning one. We can see here the +5 combat bonus from the Great General. That is a big, big attack bonus, so we're just going to get started on doing some more attacks here. Just try to see if I can get some of these units up into a nice combat position. So you are going to go here, you're going to go here, you will go there, you'll go there. There we have it. Picking that city, and that's easily going to keep the loyalty because it's near a lot of our cities compared to his city, so not too bad for us. Stockholm is a good checkpoint for us, plus it's going to give us a little bit of that religious pressure, which is what I want. That's going to start putting a little bit more pressure into our area, just to make it a little easier for us. So I'm happy to do that. What we'll do as well is we will do this. That's going to make this another 3-2 tile, which is good for this little city. The city needs those tiles badly. It also actually gives us a little bit more housing potential, so that is a nice little benefit. Just want to start getting units into a good position. This would definitely aid our position pretty significantly, so I'm very, very happy to do that. At this stage, really what we want to be doing is just making sure we have plenty of units in this region that are being protected. As you can see here, all these units are now in the safe zone, so that is going to be very, very good for us. It just gives us a little bit more flexibility with what we're trying to do here. Keep making your way south here. You will go north. I'm kind of banking on there being a little bit of land potentially for us to check out. I'm not really quite sure what he's trying to do here, because he's about to give me a free settler, and that's unfortunate spawn, because if I spawn, if that was down one, I could potentially have settled there, and that would have made this area even more insane. But that's fine. I'm actually going to consider setting up another city here, because this area can take immediate advantage of this area. This has some fantastic tiles, like 2-2-3 tiles right off the bat, and all these tiles right here are very good. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. I'm going to get started on a builder, because honestly, chopping both of these and upgrading that would give us a nice little boost to production, and also a nice little boost to population, helping us further kind of position ourselves a little bit better. And then setting up a couple of these wonders here, Terracotta Army and Statue of Zeus, would be super powerful. What we need to do is bring that unit out of harm's way. There is a possible connection point between those lands, so that might be something for us to consider. What we do want to do, though, is we do want to make sure we go ahead and swap and swap. That way we can set up there, and then we'll just simply place down pretty solid leader square right there, just to boost our culture up. Our culture is a bit lacking right now, but this would help kind of bring us forward just a little bit. So what we're going to do here is we're going to do a quick repair, just to give us a little bit more food growth in the long term. And then we're immediately going to set up on these positions to give us a lot more growth. Let's also get ourselves another builder. Let's just keep trying to get more builders if we can. I'd like the idea, in this case, of a lot of our cities that don't have a lot to do, to just be working on basically building quite a few different builders. We need them pretty badly. And secondarily, it's cheaper than basically buying them with faith. I want to save our faith, though, for, if we can, to get a couple more settlers. I've got a unit ready to defend, so this area is going to be more defensible. That's going to get hit hard. So if we bring some powerful units over, it's not really going to be too worrying, because I can actually go up and do some hefty damage. Now, I should be able to attack that. Okay, that might be a... yeah, I can't actually attack that. That was kind of weird. I was like, wait a minute. I was going to say, I was like, if I could attack that, like, on... on an embarked unit and attack, that would be incredibly game-changing. And this will get done now with the boost, so that's perfect. We're going to go ahead and get started on some stuff like education, try to get that going. Wait, he didn't attack my unit? What are you doing? Okay. Well, I'll stay here, I guess. That could be a Petra right there. Let's see, Petra. Yeah, that would make that into potentially a +8 theater square. So that theater square would be a +8. That would be a massive theater square. From our capital, that would be really huge for us. And that's got a promotion. Dude, that's... oh, that's so disgusting. That unit's going to be likely falling back. Good. He's pretty trapped here, so I'm just going to keep plunking away at him. Heal that guy up, though. That's so good, though, man. Oh, man, I'm excited. I'm super excited. It's a big position for us to work with. So our war here in the next 5 to 6 turns is about to ramp right back up, and we're about to get some serious movement going. So you can see here he's got medieval walls. A lot of these cities have walls. It's not really that threatening. You can definitely deal with that. Then we'll go up and deal with that. That capital is going to be a little tougher. We can see here with the high combat strength, but not to worry. What we'll do is we'll break those walls down, and we'll really get moving. So since we have units into a good position, I'm going to wait. Move this up, just to get that ready. Aha, so here you are.
My ancestor Darius made
There's
this.
Apadana. Melee. Okay. This is working. This is working. One, two. We'll happily take that because that's going to be our 5th city-state with suzerainty. So that's going to give us an additional +1 combat strength there. So now our military is in a position to basically utilize a +5 combat strength permanently. So that is good for us. Now, looks like next turn I should be able to capture that, so that's not too bad. I'm just keeping that back. I honestly don't see a benefit in bringing it over because that's not going to do pretty much any damage to the walls, and that's really not what we need anyways. So I'm just keeping this a little further back. I just want this to be a secondary little protection point just in case we need. Yes, please. We need gold. Because that's going to... basically, the gold right now is going to allow us to really get set up for some long-term upgrades. That is going to be a big thing for us. So we could take that city. That'll effectively neutralize that unit and also allow us to get another city in our conquest here. And then what we could do is start making our way north for the capital. We could take that capital. That's going to be a massive capital for us to take. That's a huge bonus. Yeah, that did not stand a chance. We're going to leave on a bit of a cliffhanger here. If you enjoyed watching this episode, I'd like to ask you to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. This series has been so much fun to be able to do, and I want to thank you guys so much for being a part of it. Thank you so much for watching. SpeeDMan out.